I discover some of these buildings here in New York City, I just feel like I'm being transported back in time. You see this in all the old historical movies, all these old locations, and it just seems surreal to see it in person. People from the East Coast, maybe it's old news, but it's so different from where we live. So we'll see if we can catch it, but people actually walk across. These are levels at the station, and I've seen people walking across there. I fell asleep at like maybe 8:30 last night, and some of my family members got up and went out kind of late looking for food, and I just slept right through it. I was completely exhausted. So we're a little bit off schedule, but I came up this morning. We got some delicious cheesecake. We found a bakery in the Grand Central Station Terminal, a beautiful facility. And what was the name of the bakery called?
Magnolia.
Magnolia Bakery, New York City, and got some delicious cheesecake and ate it sitting outside around Bryant Park. And now we're gonna go hook up with the rest of the family back at the hotel. I have no idea what we're gonna do today. We'll have to discuss it with the fam and figure out what's next. So when I travel, I'm always looking for a public restroom, and let me tell you, the restrooms at the Bryant Park are the most amazing public restrooms I've ever seen. There are attendants that work it, there's classical music, fresh flowers, beautiful tile. I'm telling you, it's worth a stop just to see that. Federal Hall National Memorial. Wow. So we just came down here to see Wall Street, and we had no idea that Federal Hall was down here. In 1789, George Washington took the oath of office in this location in New York City. That is super cool.
I don't know.
So this street dates back to the 1600s. Wall Street came for its name of a wall of logs that was along here to protect the area when it was considered New Amsterdam. I had no idea how far this area goes back. That is really cool. And the bricks, the streets are still brick lined. So my daughter just caught the fact that this portion of the street just lifted up. I guess it's the road version of a drawbridge.
Let's go see it.
All right, we're gonna go check it out. So this doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess they're just blocking traffic from going by. So yesterday when we left the Statue of Liberty, we got on the subway at the Bowling Green stop and had no idea that the charging bull for Wall Street was right here. So if you see the Bowling Green subway stop, just walk a little bit north of the little green park area, and that's where you'll find it. You can get your picture with the bull's butt right here. That's funny. Why anyone would want the picture in the butt of the charging bull, I don't know. So Wall Street isn't anything like I thought it was going to be. I was expecting the buildings with all the ticker signs from the stock exchange, and that was not the case. The New York Stock Exchange is that one beautiful building, and there's that historical spot at the Federal Hall, but apparently the signs that I'm used to seeing with all the stock tickers is near Times Square, and I think we passed it and I didn't know what I was passing. So that was a surprise. Now we're going to venture in the world's largest store, the Macy's, here in New York City. This store has an entire level dedicated to shoes, the entire second floor, if you can believe that. I think it's like a whole block. line. If you want to see Louis Vuitton, get in his store, you gotta wait your turn. It's time for Dean to leave us. Gonna find his train at Penn Station. We walked around with our son to find his train. Now we're from the West, where we don't usually use train travel. So it was a bit confusing, and we realized that the Long Island Railroad is something different from Amtrak, so that's something to keep in mind if you're not used to using the trains around here. We wish our son luck. It's always tough to say goodbye. Madison Square Garden was right next door to Penn Station, and let me tell you, this area of town was really, really crowded. I'm guessing this is my first time out during rush hour, but the hustle and bustle is way more heavy right now than what we saw earlier in the week. After doing some shopping, we were on the hunt for a public restroom again, which brought us to the Fairway grocery store, which is a beautiful, phenomenal grocery store here in New York City with public restrooms. It has fresh sushi, it has lots of ready-made sandwiches and food and pasta and cheese. Oh my god, look at the cheese. Look at the olives. This whole section smells like Parmesan. It smells so good. Look at this cute little New York PD smart car. Oh my god, that is so cute.
Oh, wait.
As you know, I'm still pretty new at these YouTube videos, and I find that by the end of my travel day, I am so exhausted, I don't take the time to stop and say something to the camera to close out the day. So, just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of any of my videos, I would appreciate a big like, and I hope you've enjoyed our travels to New York City. It's been an adventure. I'm a first timer. We saw a lot. If you have any questions about our experience, please let me know. And I hope you can watch the next episode of Swifty Travels.